week 50 of reselling online and predominantly on eBay. Now, I started this journey on January the 11th, 2021, and it's been an amazing journey for this entire year to get to where we are today. Now, I want to take you through the items that have been selling this week, especially being the week of Christmas. And spoiler alert, it has been my best week ever once again, and we've finally tipped over that $2,000 mark. Now, it's been a journey to get here, as I always say, but I'm going to take you through the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. I also implemented a new storage solution system this week, which I'll be trialing for the next couple of weeks, getting it ready, getting it sorted so we can kickstart 2022 with a big head start. Now, I'm also going to share with you some of the other things that have happened this week, a bit of a flop and other things in between, so let's just dive in. So kicking off with the top items that have sold this week, and there's been a lot of the video game items going out the door this week, and the first one being this Gears of War 3 console limited edition. Now, this was not with the game, so it was a bit lower than the Halo version that I sold a couple of weeks ago, but this one cost me $4.50 from that video game bulk haul. We're going to go through that shortly, but I've sold this for $325 plus postage, so profit came in around $268.92. So top item number 2 was another one from the video game haul. This was the other Guitar Hero system that I had. This one cost me $4.50 once again from that video game haul. Sold this one for $250 plus postage. I've profited $196 after fees and postage, of course. But once again, really great to seeing this go out the door, and it's expected, I guess, around this time because Christmas, people buying presents and things like that. So super happy with this. Next up was this quick flip of a Fisher Price Kingdoms or Adventures. It's back from 1994. Now, I walked into my local op shop and I saw this as I pulled up, and I walked straight over there. I picked it up. I had sold some of the figures of these before, but you know, this came with basically 7 cannonballs, the 5 figures, the actual castle itself, which was quite big. It cost me $20, and I've sold this for $150 in less than 7 days. I did have it at $175. They've paid $40 postage for this. I've profited about $109.50 after fees and postage. So a big win and a quick flip. Top item number 4 was this Angry Birds movie Lego set that I picked up from Savers last week on the Savers haul that I shared with you all. This one cost me $2.79 from an average cost of goods from that haul. I've sold it for $100 plus $15 postage. I've profited $82.21. Another quick flip out the door. And this item is super cool, and sometimes I feel a little bad selling Bibles, but this is a very, very old Bible. It was a Swedish-German Bible back from the late 1800s, early 1900s. I got this one for free from someone that was moving. They were just throwing stuff out. I've been able to sell this for $100 overseas, and they've paid around $36 postage. I've come out with a profit of $74.87 on this one after fees and postage. So super happy with this. It's just crazy and amazing of what you can sell. All right, a quick update on the video game haul. Now, we have progressed super well on this, especially this week. We've had quite a lot of items going out the door, and I've had a lot of people, repeat buyers, coming back and buying some of the cheaper games, but some of the big ticket items are finally getting out the door. And when I say finally, I mean there's a lot of them which are expected to sit for a while, which is why I'm in the situation that I am. Is the person I purchased these off, you know, they had so many and they just did not have the time to have them sitting around and to sell. And now they're starting to tick over, especially being around Christmas. It just makes more sense. So I'm really, really happy to be able to see how we're progressing on this one. Now for flops, wins, and lessons. This week I did have a bit of a boo-boo. When I was packing an item, it was actually a collector's edition of one of the video games. I found some damage on it when I was doing my final quality control. Whether I did that, it was not clearly in the pictures. So I went through it and realized, oh, this is not what I expected. And I messaged the person, told them, hey, look, I found this. This is the situation. Sent him some photos. I said, look, I can bump you up to Express, you know, give you some free postage and take off a little bit for compensation. Otherwise, you know, we can just cancel the order. And they said, no, they want to proceed. They appreciate the honesty and all that jazz. So look, it's better to be upfront about these things. Obviously I lost a little more on it, but you know, at the end of the day, the item was around $160. But it was a little damaged. Some of a little case had the little prongs on it had snapped off. So, but it all worked out fine. So make sure you're doing your quality control checks when you're packaging and putting them out for postage as well, because that's when you can find things that are going to enable you to get ahead of, you know, a potential surprise that would have ended quite nasty, I think. Another lesson is systems are king. Now, I've just changed my storage system. I've been wanting to change this system up for a very long time. It's been a long time coming. We're going to go through that in the show and tell, but I'm super excited to be able to share that. New shelving units. I still got a little bit of work to do on this, but we'll get to that shortly. Wins for this week. Well, new storage area, as I mentioned. It's been my best week yet, which is just incredible. And it's been a Christmas surprise of a kind of week. It's just been a wow week. I felt like I did less this week, but I've done more than ever. So it just starts to give some perspective that sometimes we are putting so much effort in that sometimes we need to just step back and let things take control, and just breathe. Just breathe. All right, so it has been my best week. As mentioned, I've done 54 sales, an average sale price of around $37.70, margin being 73.44%, cost of goods being around $139. We have sold $2,036 worth with a profit of just shy of $1,500. And you can see the items that have been going out this week is basically just been video games, books, DVDs, and collectibles, and video games being majority of that. So super happy with this. It's been an unexpected, surprising week, which is just great. I was expecting things to dip down a bit this week with Christmas, but hey, I'm happy to be able to say that yeah, we've hit it big time this week. So progressing from a running view, well, we've obviously bumped back up, and as you can see, I usually have a strong week, a couple of lower weeks, a strong week, a couple of lower weeks in the last, I guess, 6 to 8 weeks that we've been progressing. So pretty consistent. It'll be interesting to see how this happens into the new year as well. More people going away and things like that, but hey, it is the roller coaster we ride. In terms of listings, I did manage to still get 15 listings done every single day for this week. One day I did do some relist, some, you know, sold similar items just because, you know, Christmas and family and things like that. So I still managed to get them up there though, and average around 7.7 sales. Weekly flow. This is, look, the start of the week started off with $96 and I was like, okay, I get it. This week's going to be slow. And then it was just back to back big days after that. And then Sunday, Boxing Day, was just incredible. $547, which is just amazing. But I'm just surprised. I'm really blown away by this. So the $100,000 revenue update. Well, guys, we have hit halfway. We've finally hit $50,000 as of the 27th December of me filming this, which leads into next week as well. But we're at $50,047, which is incredible. Of course, we're nowhere near the $100,000 mark, but we're halfway, actually. We're halfway. And I still have a little bit more that I'm going to get for the end of this year, I think. And it'll be interesting to see how long it's actually going to take us to get to that $100,000. When do you think? Mid 22, end of 22? How do you think? It's taken 50,000 for the first year. What do you think we'll do for the second year? Will we top 100,000 or will we only just get to the 100,000? Let me know in the comments below. All right, some time for some show and tell. Let's dive into it.
All right, team, Monday morning, and there's lots going out, and it's anyway. Let's just go through it. We've got Pokemon card. This one went for about $24. We've got these 4 Simpsons glasses. They're going for a total of $40 posted. I've got Kane that came from that garage sale. We've got that vintage calculator. We've got these Manning Clark books, 3 of them. They've gone for a total of $100 combined to one person. Hungry Jacks. This guy went for $20. This is the one that went for $69. We've got a Halo 4 guidebook at the back there going for $40. A couple of DVDs, just, you know, everyday stuff. Some bundles of games going out. They're about $6 to $9 each. We've got Monster Energy hat. We've got more games, Sonic DVD, more games, Super Mario Galaxy. We've got the signed shorts. We've got that Game Boy that's finally going out. This Anzac pin. This one went for $8. What you can't see here is over here, I've sold all these. They went for 70 plus post. I think that's it. There's probably something else I've forgotten, but I'm going to get packing and yeah, happy Monday, folks.
All right, team. So today I am starting to set up the rest of these shelves for all this space. So this is a before shot, just so you have a bit of an idea. Here's all the shelves. Setting them up over here, and then I'll start to bring them out. Whether it happens today, but it might be today and tomorrow, but that's the intent, to fix it up, so wish me luck. Alright team, a quick update. I'm going to zoom out a bit so you can see a bit better. So I haven't finished. This is a work in progress. I've still got one more thing to do. Need to get 2 more shelves to go here, which will clean up all this. But basically, we have done it. And all this still needs to be resorted because some of these are empty and means I'll be able to consolidate some more things. This is all stuff that is just stock that I still need to go through. So I've just covered it up. But we come all the way down here. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Still have all that stuff at the back there, which is also new stock, which I haven't gone through yet. So I'm going to get another bay that will go here, and then with all the empty ones that are in this, you should be able to consolidate all that, and it should be all here nice and neat. There is a little table under here that you can see. This is all DVDs, by the way. This table will become the table that I put things on to be able to get them out. And yeah, all that's going to be DVDs as well. I've got to enclose that yet. So I'm pretty happy with this, guys. This is really, really good. I'm super happy. So good. So good. But still part 3 to come. All right, team, and we are officially done. So I've added 2 more here, which has gotten some from inside, and we go all along here. This all still needs to be reconsolidated because there's empty tubs, but gives you a view of what's here. Not too bad. Nice. So there you go. Well, as I said, with that storage system, I still need to do some consolidation. Already, I just feel like this mental weight has been lifted off my shoulders just because it's easy to look at. I'm excited to be able to do the reconsolidation and to be able to get things into a flow of, you know, where things are located in these shelving units. And it's going to be a blast. I'm excited for it. And of course, there's still plenty more things that I'm trying to do better for 22 in terms of making sure my processes and things are in place to enable me to have the best efficiency happening as possible. And of course, always going to be changing, always going to be growing, and always going to be adapting. But I think it's an important thing to be taking into mind that as you start to scale, you need to make sure the business is adjusting to that scaling as well in terms of business processes and systems. Perspective is everything. So we're going to go through this quite quickly because this week has been the best week. So a lot of it is all in rank 1, but sales, we didn't hit necessarily the highest ranking, but we have hit a ranking of 8 out of 50 weeks in terms of sales, so 54 sales. But then profit, revenue, margin, they are all in the top ranking of number 1 out of the 50 weeks. With profit, as you can see, revenue, margin, all that jazz. So very encouraging, and it's great to see that the last 10 weeks have really been some of my best weeks that I've done for the entire year. It just starts to show that things are starting to compound, things are starting to work in terms of the lessons, in terms of the items that I've been able to purchase, in terms of just applying that all together. And I'm excited to be able to see if I can continue to make this happen in 2022. Well, that's it, team. I really do appreciate you being here. It's a bit of a longer episode with so many things that I've gone through. And look, I am totally surprised, and I'm thankful and grateful of this progress so far. And of course, for those that, if you didn't catch it, you know, I'm on week 50, but we're at the end of the year already. But I actually started this journey on the 11th of January, so week 52 is going to be into the new year, and we'll do a bit of a recap of what's happened for the year, how that's progressed, and all that jazz. Because I really want to encourage people that if you want to start something like this, maybe not as a big scale as me, but just as a side hustle and things like that, you can do it. And there's so many ways you can do it. You can do it big, you can do it bold, you can do it short and sharp, and keep it simple, stupid. And there's so many ways you can do it, and so many things you can sell. And that's what all this journey is about, is to share how it's working for me, what's working for me, how I've done it, and to hopefully encourage and enlighten you to maybe do something of a similar factor or of style. So really do appreciate you being here. If you've got questions, comments, whatever, chuck them down in the comments below. More than happy to continue the conversation. Really appreciate you being here. And of course, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do the whole shebang, and hustle. And of course, have a happy new year.